Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato. Welcome back to Ixion. That's right, we're back on the Tiqqun. We got a couple of things to do over the course of this episode right here. First things first, we need to get another sector opened. And actually, it's probably not going to be overly challenging to do, but it's definitely something that we're going to want to accomplish. Have 4 sectors unlocked. Yep. Awaken 2,000 cryonic pods. Now, we are actually very slowly but surely moving towards that position. We've got plenty of pods actually on the ship at the moment, and we've got a whole heck of a lot more actually in the in the system. I mean, there's literally thousands across all of these. Look at that. Well, there's 3 there, but 489. I mean, there's a lot. There's science ships that are ready to do bits and bobs over here, which we're currently undertaking. And just generally, we need to try and, I guess, scale everything up a little bit, which is what we're going to try and do. I also want to do a little bit more research. We have got a whole heck of a lot of upgrades in action, and we are hopefully going to... What does this do? Electronics cost required to unlock new sectors is reduced by 30%. I don't think I care about that even slightly. In fact, I don't think I care about very many upgrades. We got a couple of interesting potential upgrades, but we're probably running low on science, so we should probably be a little bit more careful about what we decide to do. We need to make sure that we stick on top of our silicon and our carbon harvesting, and to be honest, we probably want to increase our storage capability of our carbon, I would say. Although, yeah, we've only got 20 carbon there. Yeah, I mean, we need to maybe get a little bit more iron storage. Whatever the case, doesn't particularly matter. What is critical is that we get this sector open, and we just continue to open as many potential, as many cryonic pods as we possibly can. Why don't we immediately start doing that? We can get some workers. Just to go from this area. We got a couple of workers that are without a house in Sector 2. Can we fix that at all? Potentially, I mean, it's not going to be very difficult to fix. We have an absolute abundance of this steel alloy stuff, so that's fine. Very, very, very happy to use as much of that stuff as possible. We probably need to bear in mind that we are shortly going to be faced with a penalty. Oh, goodness gracious me. -1 from having more than 200 crew members die. That's unfortunate. But we will shortly be faced with the penalty of spending too much time in the system. I don't imagine that we're going to be able to rectify that anytime soon. So that's just something that we'll need to consider. It is something that we're going to have to deal with. Right, let's go back to here and let's see how we're doing. We've got plenty of iron. We need to get a little bit more carbon, a little bit more silicon as well. This can be... That's on avoid mode. That's on avoid mode. We can turn all of these avoid modes off. There we go. I mean, it is going to take about 1 billion years to go across to the other side of the galaxy and get this all sorted. What's that little... There's a little red dot above there. Okay, well, that's fine. Is that because it's avoided? I guess we can unavoid it, even though it's not going to make much of a difference at all. And we'll just continue to send out some probes as and when we have the capability to do so. I'm ideally looking for carbon, and perhaps a little bit of ice. Yeah. There we go. Right in there. That is perfect. Yeah, I mean, I think we've got plenty of ice coming through. Not plenty, but we definitely have enough ice coming through to keep the sector watered, which is really, really important, because if we don't have water, then we are going to have problems. And I tell you what we should do. Let's see if we can try and get some big stockpiles into play here, because is this a workable position? I don't really like any of these positions particularly muchly. I don't hate that though, actually. Let's do that. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, we'll get this sector up and running as well. That's brilliant. And we'll get that up and running, and we'll tell that to, yeah, store food. Just because I know that we can produce so much more food than we're required to, so why not start storing it properly? That's fine. Sector 3, there's not enough food in Sector 3. That's this sector. That is a barefaced lie. There is plenty of food here. Plenty of food here. Right. Okay, so that's going to be our 4th sector. We're probably going to... In fact, let me check out my research. Did we get all of the cryonic... We did get all of the cryonic stuff. So we are producing cryonic pods basically as quickly as we possibly can. I'm going to allow... There we go. Some of these. There we go. And I think we're happy with this. Yeah, I think I'm reasonably happy with this, all things considered. I think... Oh, it was a way to say we've got all of our ships, but apparently we don't. I'm going to produce like 1 or 2 more. If we've got them. Yeah. No, that's it. Okay, alright, that's fine. That's totally fine. Totally fine. 4 sectors are unlocked. That is brilliant. I don't think that we should have any worker issues, but I'm going to pause and maybe just take stock. And I'm also going to say, when we're opening people up, let's stop putting them in here and instead start putting them into Sector 4. Let's put this at like 2,000 people. I don't know why, but it does seem like whenever this happens, there's some sort of nonsense that goes alongside it, and we have to revise. So hopefully I'm not going to have to do that on this occasion. I'm also going to take the initiative and perhaps start deconstructing some of these insect farms, because we can afford 160% food surplus. Like, that's a great place to be in. Sector 4 needs to get set up. We will do that just about now. And instead of, like, what I usually do, let's maybe try and be a bit more organized. Get that over there. Workshop over here. Food, mess hall. There. Let's leave space for a walkway. And that's steel. Okay, right, let's see what happens. Beautiful. Anything of note here? Anything of note here? No, not really. Not really. There are a few microchips though, which is kind of nice. Anyway, I'm gonna try and like build like right through the center of the the establishment. Let's turn on... Hold on. Let's turn on that. Assess to dynamically move around. That. Assess to dynamically 50%. I would like to get... This is still free, so we'll take that. That's now food. Brilliant. Let's make sure that that is set to the dynamic number. 60. That's fine. Let's actually try and keep that at like 20. But we can obviously like have more if we need to. The point is that we should get plenty of food coming through here, which is kind of brilliant. Right. Okay. Stability. Do we need anything stability-wise? No. I do need population. I'm going to get the optimized quarters. I think, to be honest, I'd much rather just utilize the optimized quarters if it's all possible. It should become easier for us to make this all work. How many workers do we have? 19. Or we have 40 available, and we can use more. Waste treatment center, I'm not particularly interested in getting. What I am interested in getting, I'm interested in getting a cryonic center here. I'm very, very interested in a cryonic center, actually. Let's get it over here. And let's try and clean up. There we go. Try and clean up a little bit more. Try and clean up a little bit more of this junk. We're also going to need to get a whole bunch of batteries as well, which I'm not over the moon about, but we're going to have to deal with. It's fine. Okay. Good stuff. Let's clean up our old roads. Cryonics chamber is going to be worked on. And let's get one of these. There we go. Back down to 2 times speed. We do not have those yet. Okay, that's fine. We have no way of getting them into this sector, so we'll temporarily create a little operation like so. It's going to allow for the construction of the cryonics lab. Let's get this down here. There we go. Cool. Okay, reasonably happy with all this. How are we doing in Sector 3? Not too bad. If Sector 3 is going to get expanded, then it's going to get more food. It's literally that simple. This is going to be our food production zone, and there is no other way about it. Like, that's just it. Can I do any upgrades? Any upgrades here? Crop farm, industrial enzymes, food production speed. To be honest, I mean, doing this I don't think is necessarily a bad idea. Docking bays can store more resources. Spaceship construction speed. Faster docking things. No, I mean, I'm not really bothered about any of these. I think we'll just hold on. I think we'll hold on to our research points for the foreseeable future. Negative. What's the negative issue? From corpses floating outside the station. That's okay. We can tolerate a few corpses like floating past the station. We also need to bear in mind whether we're going to get ourselves a secondary, or I say a secondary. It's probably a third or fourth EVA docking station. I don't necessarily want to do that, but it's definitely something that we have the opportunity to do. Let's get that switched into there, and let's get ourselves trade alloys, trade cryonic pods, leave that at minimum. Cryonic pods, leave that at 60. Beautiful. Did that actually do it? 60. Yeah, it did. Let's get Sector 1 to trade cryonic pods too. Let's leave that at 60 as well. And then we should just be able to easily get everything moved around. Yeah, I think I maybe want to get another cryonic center here. Everything should open in Sector 4. 2,000. This is where things are going to start to get crazy. Right. A few people are still homeless in Sector 1. Really? I mean, I've got to confess, I'm slightly surprised that that is the case, but we can fix it. I will fix it. I mean, where the heck am I going to stick the batteries in here, honestly? That's the real question. Unless we can get some battery upgrades. Is there a battery upgrade? Battery tier 1, solid state battery. You know, I'm going to have to do this, haven't I? Charging speed, charging speed. Solid state battery tier 1. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to get that. We're going to have to get that. There's pretty much no other way around it. We also need to reassign our science ships a little bit more, a little bit better. There we go. 65. Leave the planet. Brilliant. Okay, we'll finish the collection of that there. Oh, also, yeah, I tell you what, that's what my ship was here. I've got 3 cargo ships now instead of, 250 cryonic pods. That's the other issue. I've got far too many unopened cryonic pods. I'm going to rectify that. We're going to start opening, like, tons of these things. Like, so much so that it's going to almost certainly strain the system. Right. But we can handle it. We can handle it. Right, let's get another cryonic center. Brilliant. Let's go. Let's freaking go. An electronic stockpile. I mean, we have half of an electronic stockpile there, so that's okay. Not enough food here. Yeah, we'll address the food issue. We'll address the food issue by building more stuff in this vicinity. Yeah. Good stuff. Anyway, right, yeah, we're going to try and open as many cryonic pods as we possibly can. The fact that we've got... It says we've got 128 in the station, but that's, like, an abject lie, because we've got 220... We've got 220 literally just in this alone. Okay, well, whatever. We're going to go for yet another... We're going to go for yet another cryonics chamber here. And I am perfectly content... I'm perfectly content to have 4 active and operating. I mean, we need to get to 2,000. We need to get to 2,000 pods. But we're going to stick them all, like, very, very tactfully in one specific area. And that is what matters. So we're going to be able to control... We're going to be able to control the population, you know, and where it goes. It should be easy enough to do. There we go. Okay, all the science has been gotten from the planet. So let's continue to move around. Now, we need to bear in mind that we still have to do a colonization operation in this system. I don't know where we're going to do that, but We are going to do it somewhere. I'm also going to queue up solid state battery, tier 2, and lithium sulfur. So we need to do this one, and then both of these. And then we're going to have the highest capacity battery that is possible, which is great. Very, very happy with that. Okay, we're up to 115 in this sector already. Wowzers, that's quite a lot. That is quite a lot of people. That is quite a lot of people. I unfortunately think that we're going to have to get cell housing. I say it's unfortunate. I mean, it's not much of an unfortunate situation. You know, housing is housing. But we need to prepare ourselves for the fact that we are going to be, you know, basically getting a tremendous number of people in this area. There is no other way about it. We're just gonna have to level up. We're gonna have to go hard. We're also probably gonna need to get more mess halls at some point. But I am determined to try and make a nice orderly sector 4. Because I have been making a lot of sectors that are not particularly orderly for quite a long time, and so I'd quite like to have one nice sector, you know? There we go. Look at that. Look at all that. That's looking good. That's looking brilliant. Get ready to remove this as and when we possibly can. And let's also tidy this up as well.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Okay, an insect farm is having an issue. A docking bay has been disabled due to an accident. That's fine. Okay, CRU P43. Use explosives to clear path. Drill through the crust. Drill through the crust is going to take slightly longer, so let's do that again, just to be on the safe side. Is there any more point of interest to explore? There absolutely are. They're around somewhere. Oh, there we go. Let's go and check that out. We might as well. No idea what could possibly be in store, but we will see. I also need to get an infirmary here. For the first time, like, building out a sector, we have just, like, an absolute abundance of resources to do it. Like, we've got plenty of alloy. We've got plenty of iron. In fact, we've got so much iron that I'm actually thinking maybe I can take this opportunity to get bigger iron storages. The problem is that this is a very, very, very congested... This is a very, very congested area already. It's very, very tight. Yeah, let's also have a little look at batteries, by the way, because batteries, believe it or not, I have to do this. We'll do lithium sulfur batteries, and then we'll do tier 3 batteries. I think there is only, like, the only way that we can move things forward is with tier 3 batteries. We need to keep an eye on our food situation. I'm gonna start the process of building more food shortly, but I also want to make sure that we have more iron ready to collect. That is very, very important, that we're always bringing in more iron. And let's bring in... There we go. No, not there. There we go. Bring it in at tier... Bring it in on area 2, as opposed to area 1. Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay, that's good. Sector 4 still has a few people that are homeless. That's not exactly ideal, but that's fine. I also need to build all of the legislative buildings as well. The buildings that are gonna give us the positive vibes. And we're gonna continue to expand here because I know for a fact that we're going to need more. We need more space. And also, let's get some more iron. There we go. Or at least let's discover some more iron. Beautiful. Okay. How's this looking? This is looking marvelous. We will stick around here for a little second longer.
A science ship team has completed
One crew member killed. Continue the exploration. You know what? In for a penny, in for a pound. I've expressed my opinion on how we do science. It's very, very simple. Right, this stores a heck of a lot more power. It's also super huge. That is problematic. Also problematic is the fact that we have got a lot of silicon, or a lot of silicon requirements coming up, and I'm not sure that we actually have that much silicon at all. Yeah. Okay, that's opening fine. That's opening fine. This is opening fine. And that's broken down, but that's fine. Yeah, so our population is really going to explode here. Okay, I think we're going to destroy the DLS center. Unless I can find... I should maybe pause and just have a little look. Unless I can find a nice place for the crop farm to go. I don't think so, you know. Actually, this isn't the worst place in the world. Let's do this. Let's do this. We should be able to build it, like, reasonably quickly. Yeah. We also probably have more mushroom farms to explore as well. That's definitely something. Yeah, but we need to be very, very careful that we don't run out of alloy in the meantime. Okay. How many more crew members are going to die? None. Crystal formations have grown everywhere. The anomaly itself is a huge gray sphere about 4 meters in diameter, floating in the center of the cave. We're setting up analysis instrumentation right now. Okay, this is very, very sus. Let's examine the sphere. Examine the sphere. Sure, we can do that. Okay. Was there not... Was there not... Where, how much iron is that? Oh, we've got overload. That's fine. We'll address that. Oh, that's a lot of iron there, which is quite nice. We also need to have a little look if we're in an overload state. We need to have a little look at our solar panel situation. 200. Oh my lordy, it's such an incredible amount. Yeah, it's such an incredible amount of power that is actually required. What am I going to turn off? Turn off one of these cryo labs. There we go. Turn off one of the cryo labs. How close are we to getting a level 3 battery? Yeah, we're very close. Let's get the level 3 battery, and then we can faff around with, you know, with making dangerous plays like that. Stability is low in this sector. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Things are not exactly, you know, tickety-boo over here. But we're not gonna, as I say, we're not gonna mess around until we get the bigger batteries. And I want to see how much these bigger batteries actually store. Right, maintenance. It's gonna cost me so much in terms of electronics, like an inordinate amount. Okay. We have the components to make it happen here. That's good. But we don't have the components, or we don't have the silicon like anywhere else. We got a little bit of silicon. How much silicon is to pick up? 51 silicon? Okay, so that's a no-go. We need to get ourselves another probe. Oh. It's looking good there. There we go. That looks great. How is the sphere? 50. Brilliant. Okay, well let's extract that science, and then we'll get stuck in again. There is so much science in this system. So much science in the system. It's so good. Okay, anything else that we particularly want? I really want to build a train station. Speeds up crew transfer, allows expansion of some buildings, influence to all sectors. You know what? Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. We don't quite have all the science, but we will get it, like, very, very soon indeed. We will get it. What's our food looking like? Our food's at 137. That is A-okay. What I am going to do is I am going to begin the process. Oh, I've calculated it wrong. I was thinking, oh, there's 4 and there's 4, so that should be fine. Although, actually, tell you what, I can do... No, I need to do... Yeah, this. I know it's an illegal maneuver, but... There we go. And now... There we go. How many is that? 7, and then 8 and 9 here. As long as we move this forward, like, ever so slightly. Okay, the only problem with doing that is that it is going to deplete our resources and is going to leave us without very much iron at all. But, you know, what can we do? Also, we need to use, yeah, we need to use some of these electronics to get some more solar panels. We need solar panels pretty desperately, actually. And I'm going to turn this entire farm off. But we can still build it. Like, that's totally fine. And I also need to connect this up here in order to even disassemble it. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Probe has completed its scan. That's marvelous. The mining ships are going to just continue to do their thing, which is great. Love to see that. Okay, excellent. Fully disassembled. And let's get 2 more. It's a bit awkward, but it's fine. Let's also go stability. We'll go DLS. Get that built there. We'll turn it off, but we'll still build it. You know, again, there's no real reason not to build it.
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
Okay, the crew's trust in my leadership can fall. I am content to let it fall. It's not a problem at all. The battery is going to charge. The battery supports operation for exactly no time at all, but it's going to charge up. I might not even need this second big battery. We are going to need more big batteries, though. Let's get this over here. That over there.
A violent strike has started on board
Cool.
the Tiqqun.
And we'll start the process of collecting all of this stuff here. Right, food-wise, we're at 131.
Has occurred in the Tiqqun.
There's a lot of accidents happening right now. People are very, very grumpy with me. Okay, also population. We're going to get another cell housing over here. Beautiful. Continue to expand out over there. Brilliant. Man, this really feels like it's coming together, you know? It really, really feels like it's coming together. How's the silicon production? I mean, it's happening. It's not happening particularly quickly, but it's happening. You know what I'm thinking? I think we're going to get vertical parking. I know that maybe sounds a bit insane, but I'm going to do it because I kind of want to get just a little bit more resource transportation capability. It feels necessary, you know, it feels necessary. I also feel like I want to get another storage bin for carbon. Yeah, we've got the workers to satisfy this here. Yeah, an extra little bin for carbon would go a long way. I'd ideally like to get a bigger stockpile, but an extra little stockpile for carbon. The only reason being is that we really, really, really need a lot of polymers for these solar panel upgrades, and we're only gonna need more. 52. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Okay, yeah, we'll start the process. We'll start making it happen. That's fine. Also, we want to see if we can maybe try and get some upgrades to the Tiqqun hull. The shaping worker behavior EVA airlock upgrade. So we need to get shaping worker behavior, which means that we need to tell them what they need to hear. So we'll do that one, and then we'll queue up that one afterwards. So it's 2 EVA airlock upgrades, and then we'll get the rest of it. We've opened about 50% of the cryonic pods, which is good. Very, very nice, in fact. Very, very nice indeed. As soon as the solar panels are upgraded, we'll get back to fixing that up. We also need to progress with our science exploration on this planet. Science exploration has been slowed down a little bit because of the fact that one of my crews ended up dying, which is a little bit less than optimal. But, you know, what can you do? Not very much, as it turns out. Not very much at all. Also, this colonization center could probably do with being moved somewhere else. We could maybe stick it in the new area. We do need to train some colonists, actually. And that would free up a lot of space for a lot of, like, more advanced storage. So that wouldn't necessarily be a downside. How are we doing in terms of resources? Very well, as it turns out. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm really, really happy with that.
Science ship team has completed a task.
Science has completed the task. Let's go and have a little look. 4 crew members killed. Excellent. Excellent. Well, the ship is being repatriated, but well, I mean, it's not exactly been a tremendously successful endeavor. We lost a few crew. But, I mean, that's a price that I'm perfectly willing to pay. Okay, I think that was the solar panels that were just finished upgrading, which is good. Very, very good, in fact. How long is this going to take to charge up? This battery supports the sector operation for 2.4. Build enough batteries so that at least 4 sectors will have backup power for 5 cycles. 5 cycles is a big ask. Let's have a little look. So, batteries, where is this? Yeah, battery, tier 3 batteries. Yeah, it's a big ask. I don't like this. I don't like this, but we'll do it nonetheless. Let's get this turned on. There we go. And it's all electronics. It's literally all electronics that we need right now. All electronics. 170 people, by the way, are without housing. How many people do we have? We only have 100 spare workers. So almost all of these people are non-workers that are coming into the sector. Yeah, 500 and something non-workers. This really is the best place for colonists to be, right? Okay, let's yeah, let's go.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Okay, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that in due course. Don't worry about it. It's going to take a lot of resources to get all of this like up to speed, but we can make it happen. I think this one single battery is going to be enough for this one sector here. So I'm okay with that. There we go. Oh, that's not even hit any of these buildings. That's actually okay. I'm content to let these two get built first. Yeah. Let's get this out of here, please. Hull integrity is fine. We're using all of our iron to build up here. 214 workers are required. 200 and... Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to maybe get like 20 workers sent back between what sector 4 only workers to sector 3. There we go. Also, I can build the train station. How do I do the train station? Did I unlock the train station? I totally did. Speeds up crew transfer. Also allows for the expansion of some buildings' influence. Do I need to build it? Food, population, factories, space. Oh, is it maybe this that I need to... Yeah, it's this that I need to build. Okay, yeah, I want to build all of those, but I need way more, like, stuff. Also, are we running out of... We're running out of ice. Okay, that's fine. What we're gonna need to do is set one of these ships to just be solely on ice duty. There we go. So you do solely ice duty, because we literally cannot run out of ice. If we run out of ice, then we are in trouble.
Population transfer complete.
We are in an incredible amount of trouble.
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
Okay. Why is the crew's trust in my leadership falling? Corpses floating outside. I guess it's the corpses floating outside that causes the reoccurring issues. There's a lot of anger at me in this sector here. I don't get it, frankly, because, well, there shouldn't be. But, hey-ho. Let's get this. Let's get this. And we'll get this for good measure as well. Again, all of these require just a heck of a lot of... They require a heck of a lot of silicon. Is there perhaps sense in me getting another transport building? If I was to build a dock here, a docking bay, I would need to move 2 stability buildings, basically. And I wouldn't really have the space to find... I wouldn't be able to find space for them. Yeah. That would be problematic. That would be problematic. I should also maybe queue up some upgrades to the cargo ships. Sure, why not? Queue up some upgrades to the cargo ships. That'll make a little bit of a difference. You know, some slightly quicker transport would be good. Oh, I need to get, what is it? Probe launcher.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
No, not the probe launcher. EVA airlock. Yeah, shaping worker behavior. We'll get that, and then we'll get the better walls as well. Okay, where's the ship? Where's the ship that is doing... Where's the ship that is doing water transport? Ah. I thought I had... Yeah, I do have one doing exclusively water transport. You can do this. That's fine. Wallow.
A violent strike has started on board the Tiqqun.
Wallow. That's Wallow. Okay, I mean, it takes a lot of resources, so... I guess the issue is that there's just too much carbon. Okay. Right, what do we got? Investigate the formation. Absolutely. Let's do investigations as much as we possibly can. Yeah, I mean...
A new request awaits your attention.
A new request awaits my attention. What do we got? What do we got to deal with? What do we got to deal with? Send the... Ooh. A group of recently awakened survivors from the Etamanki receiving cold welcome for the Tiqqun crew. Those from the Protagoras have not forgotten how UN forces killed many of their crewmates. Send the crew members from the Etamanki for psychiatric treatment to ensure the docility. Any employees who signs of animosity will be sent to the care center. Sure, let's do that. I don't know what the repercussions for doing that will be, but there we go. We're up to 870 here. It's actually kind of crazy how many regular people there are here. Yeah, I feel like maybe disassembling this colonization training center is not necessarily a bad idea. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a bad idea. God, look at this. We have got a lot of people that are still not in a great place. Okay. Yeah, I need to get more carbon storage. I think we're going to disassemble this. Disassemble that. We'll build a new one over here. But there's no real point. There's no real point in doing it unless we have the resources necessary to make it happen. Let's go here and we'll get ourselves this. And we will store carbon, which we are seemingly got in absolute abundance. So it would be nice if we could fix that up, please. Right, how are we doing for water in this sector? We have much ice? No, we've got no ice. I mean, if we don't have ice, then what I'm going to need to do is remove this. Literally just do ice. Okay. There we go. Okay, get that carbon out of there. Trust is getting a little bit low, so I tell you what. Let's take our foot off the pedal. And we'll stop you collecting that. Instead, you can go do that. In fact, let's put that on the very lowest priority. There we go. Okay. Okay. That'll get us there. That'll get us there. That's fine. Okay. Tiqqun hull. Hull's deterioration whilst moving is reduced by 10%. Ugh. Maybe this is absolutely not worth it. Doesn't really feel worth it. What are we working on at the moment? Shaping worker behavior? Eh. I feel like I don't even care about this specific bit of research right now. Doesn't even really matter. Right, what do we got over here? 60 resources ready for extraction. Override security protocol. Sure. Override security protocol. That seems like a great policy, right? Let's freaking go. If we need to build another science ship, then we need to build another science ship. I'm not worried about it. Okay. 142 people are without a house here. There we go. Okay. I think, to be honest, I'm gonna leave this disconnected for now because I don't really want to have to deal with that again.
A science ship team has completed
Yeah.
the task.
Let's also turn this back on. Wow, we are like absolutely categorically out of power. Like
Administrator,
everywhere.
a new request awaits your attention.
What's up? Yeah, we've been in the system too long. Everybody's gonna start to freak out. That's a shame. The good news is that we can remove the negative modifier. As soon as the corpses start floating around, or stop floating around, then that's good. And we're also going to fix the issue with the cryonic pods, which are, yeah, which is problematic. Let's also see if we can try and, like, store the maximum amount here, so that we can at least get them unloaded, and therefore have a little bit of a better understanding of exactly how many we have. That can be turned off when it gets built. That can get turned off when it gets built. That can get turned off when it gets built, although we will strategically turn them back on.
Accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Okay, we good for water here? I think we're mostly good for water. As long as we have ice actually coming through, then we are going to be fine. We are in a serious state of not having enough steel, though, which is kind of remarkable. 5 crew members killed. Ship destroyed. What a surprise. What a flippin' surprise there. Okay, where's my science ship? We'll get it built. Okay. Is it the end of the world? No, far from it. It's not the end of the world at all. It's completely fine. Right, is there any sort of storage bin that is overflowing at the moment? I don't think so, but I do want to get another storage. I want to get a medium storage, and I'd like to get the medium storage of polymers, which again, I know we've built a second polymer storage. I'd like to maybe get rid of this one, or maybe reallocate it to something else. Okay, Francis, let's go and do the last planet over here. This is maybe the one that we need to try and colonize.
Has started on board the Tiqqun.
I don't think there's any more areas of interest. Oh, tell a lie. There absolutely is a potentially interesting area over there. I didn't even realize.
A new request awaits your attention.
What's going on inside? We need to be careful about the... Oh. 55 units of food from Sector 1 to Sector 4. Sure. We can do that. 55 units of food. Okay, food is a problem. Right. Sector 1. Let's... Sector 4. Let's max that out. There we go. That'll do it. And then we can store progressively less here. There we go. So that should do it, I hope. But I think we should be better for food now. Like, we still are... We're 134%. As long as we have water, right? Like, as long as the water is coming through here, then that's fine. Yeah, but a little bit of hunger is probably gonna, yeah, start to take over. Not overly happy with how that's looking.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay, let's have a little look. Let's get this science first, actually, before I do anything else. The population of this sector is absolutely huge. -7. Minus flipping 7. Goodness gracious me. Can we do any... Okay, I've got the research on pause, don't I? Can we do some solar panel research? Yeah, do that instead. Do that instead. Solar panel research, which is going to take, like, no time at all. Gives us a little bit of extra power. Perhaps it's going to allow us to get one of these buildings up and running. If I get, for example, the We've already got the legislative buildings? Oh my giddy aunt, that's a lot. That is a lot. Okay, well, we're gonna have to turn on... It's not even on pause. Oh, I see what the issue is. We don't have a, Right. Turn this off. Turn that on. You go, electronics 1. Which you're not gonna like. Make sure that's turned off, so that doesn't end up going crazy. Whatever. Turn that one off. Turn that one on. Store that there. Deconstruct. We don't even need to deconstruct. Just pause for now. There we go. 1. Good. So, how much we got in the other sectors? 1, 1, 1. We seriously do not have enough to meet any of the requirements here. High priority that. High priority that. Is that for real? Well, that doesn't seem so hot, does it? I mean, we're trying to get more silicon, but it just takes an awful long time to get more silicon. Tell you what, I mean, if we're getting solar panels, let's get more solar panels. Solar panel power production is produced by that much. Destruction chance during dangerous weather conditions. I don't care about dangerous weather conditions. Can I do electronics factory? 25 silicon produces more? Yeah, heck yeah, let's do that. Let's get upgrades to the silicon factory because I think that is absolutely something that we can do. No connected stockpile has enough food. Oh, come on. We need more water. We need more water. If I need to get an additional factory building.
An accident has occurred in the
40 per cycle. What's the requirement? We use 31 per cycle. Right, so as long as we get the water consistently, then that's fine. I can reallocate my resources here. There we go. Put that on top priority. Yeah, we probably need to think about getting some additional ships as well. I'm also like my population has just reached some absolutely obscene number, like a huge number, like a properly massive number. Okay, transfer 50 food. I haven't transferred anywhere near that amount of food. Okay, well, look, we just need to hope. There is 27 food to be picked up. Do I care about that? No. How are we doing in terms of cryopods? I think we actually might be out of cryopods. Yeah, we totally are. The floating corpses are like a reoccurring problem. Okay, let's go to here. Yeah, because mostly trust is fine. It's just trust in like that one big last sector. Let's take this down to 0. Let's take this down to 0. Let's take this down to 0, and let's leave this at 1. Electronics, oh my giddy ants. Pledge to construct a fire station. Oh. It had to oh my gosh. Okay, the good news is that we can actually do it. We can actually do it. We can actually do it fairly easily. He says... Oh, we're not going to be able to do it easily because these are... gosh darn it. Okay, whatever. We'll start the process. Deconstruct these batteries as well. Okay. That's not nice. That's not nice, video game. Right, high priority, high priority. Let's get these done. Let's get these done. There we go. We should get both of these done like really rapidly. There we go. Come on. Perfect. Great. Let's go. Yeah, I am deeply unhappy with how much my current trust is currently falling. Like, that is not so good. That is really not good. Let's fix that, please. Let's not make it a habit. Let's not make it a habit that we... Good. Okay, policies. Let's go propaganda. Yes. Okay, so that will take my stability up a little bit. Oh my god, the fact that everybody is flipping homeless in the sector is not helpful. Is not helpful at all. I didn't even notice that, honestly. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious me. We have so many homeless people. That is crazy. Well, the alternative life center is gonna... Oh my... Another thing is on fire? Here's the issue. One fire station in Sector 2. Oh my gosh. It's literally all happening in this sector. It is literally all happening in this sector. No. Trust is at 1%. Okay. People are less angry now. They're still angry.
Accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
But they're less angry. Okay. Okay. I mean, well, first of all, I mean, where the bleeding heck are we gonna build a fire engine? Like, we literally cannot do anything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we're straight up just gonna have to do a quick little reload. Where's that? That's actually a pretty good place to. I think that's actually a pretty good place to pick things up. The thing that worries me is, do I use ice or do I use water? Because if I have to build the water facilities in any given sector to utilize the fire station, then that is going to be a problem. Okay, the station is now vulnerable to meteorological damage. That's a lie. That's a barefaced lie. Okay, so we need more silicon. Just like in general, we need a lot more silicon. We also need a lot more water. Let me go and just check. So you're on water exclusively. That's all fine. Yeah, the food situation is still tenuous, but it's actually fine. The homelessness in this sector needs to be resolved. Like, that needs to be resolved. Let's go and do this.
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
Yeah, the crew's trust in my leadership is falling. That is understandable.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Yeah, science ship has arrived. We'll check out the science ship in just a sec. But I want to get that down, that down, that down, and leave that at 1. Oh, yeah, we needed to change that, didn't we? There we go. Build that there. High priority. And store electronics. That's fine. Okay. Good. So, I think we should be able to make this work. Here's hoping anyway. We're going to be bringing, like, a tremendous amount of resource into this sector. Let's hope that we're able to transform it into something that will work. We're also going to... I tell you what. Deconstruct this. I'd rather have... Oh, are you kidding me? What did I build? Oh, that's a shame. The good news is that we've not actually overloaded anything. Like, anything that has been overloaded, we can address quite easily. You know what? Turn that off and actually deconstruct that. Also deconstruct that, because we have a big storage facility here now. I'm gonna need to get... Oh yeah, I need to get that upgrade to the solar panels. Yeah, upgrade to the solar panels. And then we'll get this next upgrade as well afterwards. Okay. Good stuff. Right, how's this looking? It's not looking super great, to be honest. Like, it's really not looking super great. I feel like it should be in a much better position.
Has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Okay. Probe detected a planet eligible for colonization. See, that's great. That's really, really good. That's lovely. Harvest ready in 3.6 cycles. Harvest ready in a few cycles. Yeah, so food-wise, we're actually fine for food now. Hopefully, we're able to not starve again, because if the starvation happens, then that's a bit of a pain in the backside. We have 3... Why is this not working? Oh, I see. Okay, that was why. Well, that's a bit of an inconvenience. We've rectified the electronics issue now. So we should fix that. It's just a question of whether we're able to fix it quickly enough. Yeah. Let's build. Let's build, let's build, let's build. There we go. On 0.8. This negative modifier, honestly, this negative modifier of... Oh, God. The corpses outside the station is really, really, really problematic. It's just so catastrophically dangerous. Okay, policies. I mean, we can go for propaganda now. Let's do it. I mean, is it going to be enough to arrest the fall? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. It's really not. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to do it again. We're going to wrap the episode up right about now. But I'm going to zip through it again, reload it and do it because it's so close. Yet again, it's so close. That's a good sign, to be honest. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. The problem is that, gosh darn, it's so tight. It's so tight, and it's always about trust. But anyway, we're going to wrap things up for now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you ever so much for watching. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. Check out the Patreon if you're interested in helping make videos like this possible. But for now, and from me, I'll see you next time. Bye.